Bottoms is a comedy film directed by Emma Seligman and written by her and Rachel Sennett, a new rising talent and soon-to-be America's sweetheart. American treasure, I feel, eventually. But anyways, this one is about two childhood friends, PJ and Josie. They are both lesbians, but losers, and they wish to lose their virginity to their hot cheerleader crushes before the year is over. However, they don't have any prospects or talents or anything to, charm their crushes. So the two of them get in trouble with the principal, and Josie mentions that they do a self-defense club. They're practicing and they would like to start one because the football game is coming and it's going to be against Huntington, a very deadly rivalry in which they violently attack their student body. So Josie and PJ create this sort of fight club in order to empower women and lure their crushes to there so they can, spend time with them and fight them and get close to them. So it's a very seedy idea, but it's this movie is quite hilarious. It's produced by Elizabeth Banks, and there's a sort of weird, absurdist, satirical sort of tone to the entire movie where everything's elevated to 11. Not to the point of like cartoonishness, but like there are background jokes that you don't notice and they actually end up being large things later on in the movie. For example, what's the most cliche scene of a jock bullying a kid, like a nerd? It'd be like a jock walking down, maybe he's tossing a football back and forth with his other teammates and they push a nerd against the locker, and they go like, "What's up, nerd? You got my homework?" Well, in this movie, it'd be the equivalent of like they walk up to the nerd and they tell him to kill himself, and it's like really like turned up to 11. It's like something you do in a cyberbullying situation, but it's done in real life. So it has this weird sort of like almost exaggerated tone to the entire film. So like all of the jocks are like jerky and like in power, and all the teachers are really over the top and like ridiculous, and all the girls in the fight club as well, they're all wacky. Everyone's it just seems larger than life and really boisterous and like weird, and they're all very memorable and funny, and the jokes are mostly dialogue based. There's some physical humor in there too, but overall it's a delight. It's basically just an update of a classic teen sex comedy. If you were to change this to two nerds teaching women self-defense, it would still work. So like they just add a modern twist to it and it still works. Really talented writing and acting from Rachel Sennett. And there's only a couple cliches here or there. There's like this one really bad cliche that was also used in Superbad and Easy A at the end that I didn't like. But overall the movie's pretty breezy and fun. I didn't like the third act sort of, breakup of the friendship. That's like, you could see it coming a mile away, and the way it's done is very like pedestrian, but you have to have that sort of, it feels very by the numbers. They didn't have to do that, but overall a very funny film, great jokes, great talent on the screen. Definitely can't wait to see what the writers and actors do next. So I give Bottoms a 7.5 out of 10.